They'll try this extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Raiders will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. His return starts at the 5. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Looking underneath, and the back brings it in. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
It's quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you could depend on.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Back to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. They'll try and throw it here. Complete beyond the marker. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that 1st down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
New set of downs for him from the 46. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Now about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, well, let's give them a little love right here, Kate. They don't always get the attention they deserve on the broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old...
They're now set for 1st and 10. Looking to the air here. That's caught at the 4. And in for the Miami touchdown. It seems like a lot of the time, Brock, even if the results aren't quite as flashy every rep, tight ends are even more reliable scorers than a lot of receivers are when it comes to the passing game.
Yeah, I would agree with that, but there's also a lot more real estate for them to work with, right? Think of the receivers. They got to deal with the sidelines, that 12th defender. Many of these tight ends, they've got a ton of field to work with, and when they prove to the quarterback they can be a difference maker, he'll look for them.
Brown now for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Dolphins respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early. The Dolphins have their kickoff team out as they kick it away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun. Connecting on the slant. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. The 3rd and short in your back pocket and get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. They put a receiver in motion right. From the 39. Completed to his running back. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that's a Vegas 1st down. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Give to the fullback, diving straight ahead. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Halfway there on 1st down, that brings up 2nd and 5.
Okay, why do I think right now his fullback heads to the sideline after that call, the lobbying begins. Give me the rock. Fullbacks don't normally get a ton of carries, but they also typically don't get plays like that.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. He'll throw it. Walker holds it in. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he's able to get this down to the 13. 1st down play nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
Throwing off the play fake here. Into the hands of Walker. And he's in. Touchdown! The Raiders break the tie here in the 1st. A quick 2nd score for him, Brock, already. And we aren't even out of this opening quarter yet.
I think I just saw that D coordinator rip up his game plan down on the sidelines. Because you got to find some new resources here. You got to dedicate more bodies, more physicality to this playmaker. Because we know in this league, when you get a guy going like this, they're going to go to him until you stop him.
That one splits the uprights. And the Raiders take the lead here, 14-7 in the 1st. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Return coming from the 6. Finds some space. He's past the 30. A nice return, but what a hit we had at the end of it. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Airing it out to start this drive. Hauled in left side. And he'll be out of bounds at his own 45. Give him 13 on that play. And it'll be first down, Miami. They'll run here from the gun. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
Second down now, 7 to go. From the 48. Short pass brought in. And this is through the midfield stripe and onto the Raiders' side of the field.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Third and a lone yard coming up. Pass play now. That's caught for the first. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They pick up 20 yards there. And that's going to give the Dolphins a first down. Here's a throw. Completed over the middle. And he'll take this across. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins cut it to a lone point on the scoreboard. That is a touchdown to one of their prime receiving targets.
This is really what you pay your skill guys for. You know, I had an old coordinator say, it's my job to get you a one-on-one. It's your job to go out and win it with a touchdown.
That one right down the middle. And the Dolphins tie things up at 14. The Dolphins have their kickoff team out as they kick it away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. This our last play of the quarter. On first down, they'll run. And they take him down after just a small gain on the final play of the first. We've reached the end of one in this opening round. Time now for the second quarter. Raiders in possession. They're looking down to 2nd and 9. Pass complete to Walker. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Throwing now on first down. He's on the move. Finds his target hole. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down. From the gun, they're going to hand it off. And he gets absolutely pumped to end that one. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. Vacates quickly left side. Oh, shouldn't let that one go. It's intercepted. And the Dolphins take over after forcing the first turnover of this ballgame. He steps in front and picks it off. Looked like he missed the spot there, partner. Maybe because he threw it on the run?
Yeah, I think that's exactly the case, Kate. You know, you get set in the pocket. This game is fast anyway. Things are flying, but once you get on the run, it is a whole nother speed and really becomes advantage defense as they take it away.
Play action on first down. Finds his man over the middle. Gets some space around midfield. And he's out of bounds after getting across the 45. It's a pickup of 26. And it'll be first down, Miami.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
To throw it on first down. And the man is there to knock that away. Trying to force one through there. And now it's second down.
With all due respect to some of the great linebackers back in the day, to play the position today, man, you've got to be versatile. You can't just be a come up and stuff the run. You got to play coverage. And these defenses more and more rely on you to break up throws just like that.
And he gets it down to the 35 before stepping out. A strong 9-yard effort there, Brock, and it brings up 3rd and 1.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. He has the first over the middle. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
From the red zone now. The shot to the end zone is incomplete. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know this. It's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't.
Another throw here on 2nd down. This one's caught. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line.
You know what I love to say? You never go broke taking a profit. And you often gain profits when you use your eyes as a quarterback. Those hitch routes, those underneath throws, oftentimes it's the eyes of the quarterback looking downfield and then taking that short completion.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Has it in close. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
Every time I see one of those angle routes, I think back to my day 1 install. Rookie minicamp in the NFL. Texas, angle route. 49ers of the 80s, they were making hay with it then, and the running back still doing it to this day.
Catch is made in close. Touchdown, Miami. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even in early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
Brown able to tack on the point after. And the Dolphins break that tie and now lead by 7. The Dolphins have their kickoff team out as they kick it away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Thrown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Design bootleg here. Hall there to haul it in. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line. They'll say he got 5 there, but Brock, all they care about is the first down that comes with it.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And now they face 2nd down. He'll throw it yet again. Hits his running back. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. A tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
They've got a man in motion. Throwing it again here. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. And the Dolphins take over on his 11th interception of the campaign. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book.
They'll throw on first. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
2nd and 10 now. Well, his first real mistake, that's intercepted. And the Raiders get it back after a marvelous defensive effort. Well, Brock, if you like defense, you are loving what you're seeing right now. Consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. It's become a real defensive battle.
Well, let's see here, Kate. We got 1, we got 2. Do I hear a 3rd interception in a row? I'll tell you this right now. These defenders, they are squashing that thought. The defenders are offensive guys are bad.
Avoids the defender. We've got a foot race. He finds 37 yards on the play to move those chains.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Has it at the 7. And they Chases down all the way to the 3. That's a pickup of 17 yards, partner, and it makes it 1st and goal.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Back-to-back big plays have them all set up. 1st and goal here. They'll try and punch it in. And he drives into a pile of defenders and is stopped right at the line. A timeout taken by Vegas. That's its 2nd. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. 2nd chance at 6 here. It's 2nd and goal. Dropping back to throw. Oh no, they get him yet again. And he's out the clear. He's at midfield. He's at the 30. The 10. And it's a touchdown as he brings it back to the pick 6. Thrown at the depth where linebackers come into play in coverage, partner, and sure enough, one of them jumps it and takes it to the house.
You say that. You know what I think about? I think about the depth finder on my fishing boat. You're absolutely right. This is where these linebackers love to lurk. You could do some serious damage.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on 1st down. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. Here comes the final play of our 1st half. One final shot before halftime. Throwing for the end zone. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete. So we finished 2 quarters. A couple more to come after this short break. More Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Heward with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. With this kick, we're back underway. A spot in the divisional round on the line. Returning it from the 4. He's stopped on the return at the 27.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Finds him over the middle. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
From the 35 on 2nd down. Short pass brought in. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs. New set of downs for him at the 38. Handoff now out of the gun. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
Second and 6 coming up here. from the 43. Can't get it to him. Incomplete.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's officially in enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. The running back gets it on the draw. And he gets some good yardage down to the 42. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on first down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Handoff on 2nd and short. And he's stopped cold by that defensive front. They'll need 4 to convert now after no gain on 2nd down. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Complete beyond the marker. And he takes it inside the 35 before heading out. He manages a gain of 8 there. And that's going to give the Dolphins a first down. Now looking to throw. Hauled in left side. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And it'll be first down, Miami. The give now out of the shotgun. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. They'll throw it. Looking right, and he finds him. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. Has some room to work. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Looking for a pass on 2nd and short. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Ben, even good defenses, great defenses in this league, Kate, they're going to bend at times, but you never want to break. And when you get a sack in the red zone, well, that goes a long ways to helping your efforts.
3rd and long for him here. Escapes the pocket. Pushing for the end zone. And it holds the football. It's not loose. And the Raiders get to it. The 50. The 30. He's at the 10. And Vegas takes it back for a touchdown. The Raiders cut into the lead coming out of halftime. He took off with it, which they give him full license to do when he sees an opening, Brock. But he couldn't keep it secure, and it winds up in a defensive touchdown.
Kate, I played for coaches that when you scramble, they force you to have 2 hands on the ball because they know this. They know these defenders love for these moments. They attack the looseness of that ball security. Quarterbacks, unlike running backs, don't always know how to tuck that ball away. And this defense, well, they took advantage.
Nice little energy on their sideline after that fumble return scored, and with plenty of energy, he'll send this one away. Starting from the 5. It's an excellent return, but he gets popped at the end of it.
At their own 30-yard line.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. He's got a man left. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground.
That's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Here's 2nd and 5. Into a crowd, and a defender comes up with it. And the Raiders have it now as he makes the 20th interception of his career. So it's been a bit of a mixed bag for him, partner. He does have the 3 touchdowns in this game, but also now a couple of interceptions.
You almost feel like, Kate, he's seeing most of the picture on how to attack this defense, but just not quite all of it yet. It's largely been good, as he said. Some nice touchdowns as well. But there's still a couple of these looks in coverage that are giving him problems, and he's got to figure that picture out.
They'll run here on 1st down. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
That's pretty good right there now. You don't always expect a sizable gain when you run it on 1st down. You just want some yards to set up an easier 2nd down play. But they will take that execution every time.
Flushed out of the pocket. That one falls incomplete and brings us to the end of this 3rd quarter. 1 quarter to go, Brock, and we'll see who can earn the wild card win. The Raiders have the ball, and they have work to do to save their playoff run. Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. He's going to throw this one. This one falls incomplete.
That's somebody they're going to look for if he has any space deep. That space, though, Kate, just disappeared between when he let that pass go and when he actually made it down the field.
Pass caught, 9-yard line. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. They get 19, and now they're going to have 1st and goal. From the red zone now. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Ball at the 2 here for 2nd and goal. They give it to him up the middle. And he's not going to reach the end zone. They bring him down at the 1. Just a yard that time. They needed more, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Well, you haven't given up the goal line yet, but this offense is moving closer and closer. Now might be the time defensively to get a little more aggressive, try to stick them with the loss, and make a difficult 4th down decision.
He runs it across. Touchdown! The Raiders parlay the interception into points. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a 1-score game in the 4th quarter that could go either way.
So a chance to tie it up again here in the 4th. The kick is good, so this game now hinging on every possession as we're tied up in the 4th. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Kickoff taken at the 3. This return gets to the 30 before he stopped.
Hey, maybe in the end this return just gets lost in the shuffle when we recap things, Kate. But you surrender a lead in the fourth quarter and you feel that momentum being lost. That's exactly what excellent special teams do. They turn it around. It's why that third phase is coached and coached and coached, because you never know when your opportunity may arise. What a great return to begin this drive.
That one's complete right side. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Here's 2nd and 2. Throw left side, complete. And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that first down. Setting up a throw. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And he's able to move past the 45 before going out.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Raiders have it now on his 8th pick of the year. Well, he's had the kind of scoring day you love to see out of him. 3 touchdowns in the book so far, but now 3 interceptions thrown as well. Gotta do without those.
Yeah, you do. The aggressiveness has helped him find the end zone several times, but it's also led him to find defenders several times as well. You got to figure this out. It's a quarterback teeter-totter. How to dial the mistakes back while keeping that aggressive mindset as well.
They go play action on first. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. They send the tight end in motion. Throwing it again on 2nd down. Short pass caught by his tight end. There he goes, right sideline. And that is a touchdown. The Raiders take a 4th quarter lead. Well, this has definitely been a tight one throughout, Brock. So now that they've taken the lead, the question becomes, can they hold on to it?
And that question right there is one the defense has to answer. But this sure had the look of a drive where a coaching staff challenged that offense, saying, hey, we need a big drive from you guys right here. And sure enough, that offense delivers.
Yeah, no doubt. Return starts at the 3. He's racing past midfield. And they finally bring him down after a huge return into their territory.
We get to playoff football, Kate, and every team's going to excel in 3 phases. You've got to. Offense, defense, special teams. What an excellent return. And the type of effort they expect from themselves in postseason football.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Brought in close to the 8. And in for the Miami touchdown. A 2nd touchdown through the air for him, Brock. And independent of the game situation, we both know he's going to be happy to leave the field with 2 of them in one game.
One touchdown, you just might be right time, right place. But 2 touchdowns in a game is always about the preparation. The separations and the preparation. It's doing that work on the practice field and knowing before the game that when my number's called, I'm going to be there to deliver.
That one splits the uprights. And the Dolphins take the lead on that successful kick. The Dolphins have their kickoff team out as they kick it away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
They're out and set, 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They get 22 on that one. And that's good for a Raiders 1st. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. 1st down, and they go right back to him. And he gets this beyond the midfield stripe and onto the Dolphins side of the field. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
From the 45 on 2nd down. Completed over the middle. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Oh, he trucked that defender. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's a Vegas 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
We're down to the 2-minute warning here in Vegas. Raiders down by only 1. A new set of downs awaits them. Here's 1st and 10. Another carry for him. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
Back to throw. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
He's counting his lucky stars. That one isn't headed the other way right now. That is not the time to challenge double coverage.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. They put Gage in motion right. Looking to throw it. Catch made underneath by the back. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. 4th down, and we're going to see just how clutch he is on this kick. Ball on the right hash, the distance 43 yards. That one is good. And late in the 4th, they have grabbed the lead.
That's called getting his job done, Kate, drilling it right through. And now they're in position to win this game. Now it's on some of those guys who are out there with them on the kick, those defenders, to hang on to this lead to give them the win.
This return makes it up to the 37 as he's tackled.
Hey, Kate, the best kick returners I was ever around, really at any level, they want this opportunity. They want their chance to help their team. They know they're down, but they also know that return, especially a good one like this, can set the offense up for success.
He'll look to throw it. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Setting up to pass. And Willie, no, he's not going to escape. They take him down on a pivotal play late in this ball game.
As much as we talk about offenses wanting to stay ahead of the chains, They want to stay on script. Well, a defense, they want to rip that script up. And a sack like that, creating third and extra longs, it's exactly how you get it done.
Throwing now. Cover man is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete.
You know, that is so hard to do. It's called body control. Great positioning to swat the ball away, not go through the receiver, no penalty flag. He's got the body control and, more importantly, the timing to knock that ball away.
Desperation time here on fourth. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. And he rocks the tackler. And the Raiders make the play that should win them this game. Wow, an aggressive choice to go for it on fourth and that kind of distance. And an equally aggressive play in coverage to pick that pass off.
Yeah, that down and distance, you're not running it, right? Too far to get to the stick, so that defense had all eyes on the quarterback. They knew that pass was coming. And it's one thing to know it, it's another thing to execute it and go take it away. That's a big momentum swing for this defense.
He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
Well, Kate, that's a quick hitter to the big guy, and that's what you normally expect to see out of it. Not a huge gain, just picking up a little bit before they stall him out.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Keeping the tight end busy here. Another carry for the big fella. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Call it a gain of 6, and they need only 2 now on 3rd down.
That's not going to show up as a first down gained on the stat sheet, but I don't think they are disappointed with the results. Hey, listen, that's good yardage and a nice change of pace for their ground game.
So put this in the win column for the Raiders.